Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you have a block or you have a little cushion, why don't we go ahead and take that and just sit on top of that, add a little bit of height, press our sit bones into that block or that cushion. If you don't have it, it's perfectly fine to just sit on your mat and press our sit bones into our mat. And let's go ahead and center and start working on our breath this morning. So let's go ahead and just take our gaze to the floor right in front of us. And before we begin our breathing, lift our shoulders up towards our ears, roll them back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening up additional room in our chest, space in our chest. Maybe even close our eyes or just gaze to the ground. And let's begin to concentrate on our breath. Breathing in from the belly, up through the collarbone, in through the back of your throat, and then exhale out through your nose. And let's make that exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. Just get rid of any stress we might be holding on to. Let's try that again. Breathing in from the nose. Exhale out from the nose. Breathing in maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just feeling a little relaxation kick in with that longer breath. Let's keep breathing. Breathing in as though you're surprised to see somebody. Exhaling as though you're fogging up a little hand mirror with your nostrils. Hearing that in the back of your throat. Let's keep breathing. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Hearing that in the back of your throat. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful breath. And as you continue to breath and you continue to relax just a little bit more, let's set an intention for today's practice. Let's think of a word that makes us feel even more relaxed. A real positive word. Maybe joy, love, patience, gratitude, lots of different words. I always include patience because sometimes we do poses and we're hard on ourselves. We're not patient. And sometimes it takes time to get into those poses and work on our flexibility. Forgiveness, another good word. Forgive yourself if you have to step down during balance. That's okay. So let's continue our breath and really be kind to ourselves. Breathing in deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. And remember, this hour is yours, belongs to you. It's your practice. Don't worry if there are certain things that you can't do or you wish not to do. Maybe because of an injury, that's okay. Just back off a little bit. Or if there are things that we're doing today that you think, I'm going to try that, go ahead and allow yourself to be free and give it a try. So with your next breath, let's go ahead and open our eyes, reach our shoulders back up towards our ears, roll them back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And we're going to go ahead and begin to move the body and awaken it. So let's just go ahead and sweep our arms up towards the ceiling. Really squeeze those arms in towards the ears. Squeeze the belly button in towards the spine. Keep it nice and active. And then we're just going to reach over to the right. Exhale, reach over to the left. Inhale, reach to the right. Exhale, reach to the left. Next breath, go ahead and reach up a little higher and then bring your arms or your palms together and then just draw them down towards your chest on your exhale. And then inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling, bring the palms together, exhale, down to heart center. One more, inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling, palms together. And this time, rather than bring them down to our chest, let's frame our face. And just bring the palms right over your head. And we're going to turn on our breath. And with our breath, we're going to inhale, bring the palms back to the back wall. Exhale, up towards the ceiling. Inhale to the back. Exhale to the ceiling. Inhale, back. Exhale to the ceiling. One more. Inhale, back. Exhale to the ceiling. And then let's go ahead and just clasp the hands together and bring them to the back of our skull. We're going to do that same breath. We're going to inhale, touch the elbows towards one another. Exhale, elbows to the side walls. Inhale, touch. Exhale, side walls. Inhale, touch. Exhale, side walls. One more. Inhale, touch. Exhale, side walls. Let's give our shoulders a little relief. Let's go ahead and just take our hands, bring them down to our knees, and just roll the shoulders out. Breathing in. Exhaling out. And then let's go ahead and reverse those circles. Breathing in. Exhaling out. And then on your next breath, we're going to sweep the arms back up towards the ceiling and bring the palms together. Bend the elbows. Go ahead and clasp them. And we're going to bend the elbow and frame the top of the head with our right elbow. And then inhale, switch sides, left elbow. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Let's do one more. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. And then go ahead and take your hands and just bring them down to your waist. And we're going to just curve the spine here. Reach the elbows towards that front wall. And then exhale, open your chest, reach the elbows towards the back wall. If you're outside, maybe you're reaching towards a tree. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hunch those shoulders, round the back. Exhale to the back wall. One more. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale to the back wall. And then let's just stretch the arms out. Reach towards the right side, reach towards the left side, and then flip the hands so that the palms are facing the sky or facing the ceiling, and just bring the palms to the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the elbows forward and just touch. To the side and touch. Bring out to the side and touch. And then we're just going to rotate. We're just going to rotate our shoulders. Inhale and exhale, and just reverse those. Inhale, exhale, getting the body nice and warmed up for all the different things we're going to do. And then just go ahead and release the hands. Let's go ahead and come off of our block and press our sit bones into the mat. We're going to do a little bit of body roll here. So you can take your hands and place them on your knees. You can even press them into the mat, kind of a personal preference. And we're just going to roll to the left, inhaling, and then roll to the right, exhaling. Big body circles. Feel that in your back, low back, sacrum area. Inhale. Exhale, make sure that you're taking all of the pressure off the neck and just gazing to the floor. And then just reverse those circles. Breathing in, exhaling out. Hearing that breath in the back of your throat. And then on your next breath, we're going to do a little twisting. So we're going to untwist and just take our left foot, put it out to the side, save it for a little bit. We're going to take the right knee and just move it, rotate it. And the goal here is to get the knee to face the front. Just face that front wall or that front space that you're in. And then we're going to go back to the left ankle, pick it up and place it on the right side of that right knee. On your next breath, go ahead and take the left hand, wrap it around that knee, take the right hand, reach it back behind you, and try to look over your shoulders. See if you can't see that back wall, maybe the middle of the wall, maybe not. Just see how that feels. Hear your breath in the back of your throat, breathing in, exhaling out, breathing in, exhaling out. And then we're just going to stay right here, but twist sides. So we're going to reach out the right hand, wrap it around that knee, take the left hand, reach it back behind, And look behind you. Notice if sides are different, if this side's a little easier to twist in. And take a deep breath in. Deep exhale out. Another deep breath in. Deep exhale out. And then we're slowly going to come back and just release this. You can place your hands on either side, press the soles of the feet together. Let's grab hold of our ankles and sit up nice and tall. Just get a nice stretch. Close your eyes and just imagine a little string holding your head up, the crown of the head from the ceiling or from the sky. Nice posture. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to release this and take that right foot and just put it out to the side. We'll get to it in a moment. And we're going to take our left leg and line up that knee. So that knee is facing straight ahead. And then let's go to that right foot. Grab the ankle and just place it right to the left side of that left knee. Let's go ahead and reach out with our right hand, wrap it around that knee, take the left hand, reach back behind and twist. Breath travels up the spine. Breath travels down the spine. Inhale. Exhale. And then let's take it to the other side. Let's reach out that left arm, wrap it around, take the right arm, place it behind you, and look over your shoulder, breathing in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, nice and relaxed. And then let's go ahead and release that. And let's bring our knees over towards the right, take the feet towards the left, and we're just going to gracefully make our way onto our mat into a tabletop. Now I'm hesitating here because we are going to be in tabletop for a little while. So if you do have sensitive knees and you have a blanket handy, go ahead and just lie that blanket, just lay it out in the middle of your mat, and this will protect your knees. If you don't have a blanket, you can take your mat, and this is what I'm going to demo, and just fold it over twice, shortening your mat, and then you have a little built-in knee pad. I noticed that some of you have knee pads. You can use those as well. Those are fantastic. So let's go ahead and make our way into our tabletop. Let's look at our hands and our fingertips. Make sure that the fingertips are firmly pressed into the mat. And we're going to do quite a little bit of work here. So on your next breath, let's go ahead and wake up the spine. Let's bring the hip all the way to the left wall and then swing it around to the right wall. And just begin to make a little stirring the pot motion. For those of you that are new to this class, we do this just to warm up our spine. It's as though we have a little wooden spoon attached to our waist and a mixing bowl underneath us, and we're just stirring that pot, mixing up the batter. Breathing in, exhaling out, maybe even rolling your head a little here, just moving the body, warming it up with your breath. Hearing it in the back of your throat. And then on your next breath, let's go ahead and just come to a stillness, neutral. And we're going to go ahead with our next breath and reach back the right foot. Tuck the toes and then draw the heel in towards the mat or the floor, wherever you are set up. Feel that stretch in your calf muscles. You feel really nice. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to rock forward and lift that leg up. And we're going to do a little fan action. So drawing that foot over to the outside edge of your left side of your mat. Inhale. And then fan that leg back over to the right outside. Exhale. So let's turn this into a little float. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. One more. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. And then come back to neutral. And we're going to take a cat-cow here. Breathing in for cow. And then exhaling for cat, drawing your chin to your chest. Let's do another one. Inhale for cow, drawing your belly button to your mat. And then take a cat. Next breath, we're going to take care of the left side. So go ahead and reach back that left foot, tuck the toes, draw the heel towards the floor. Feeling that nice stretch of the calf on this side. And then we're going to do our little flow. So on your next breath, go ahead and just bring that foot all the way out. We'll start on the left this time, all the way out to the left side of your mat. And then we're going to fan the leg over to the right side. Turn your breath on. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. One more. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. And then come back to neutral. And on your next breath, we're just going to sit back onto our heels, lift our hands up, and stretch our hands out in front of us. Spread your fingers wide like little starfish, and maybe even make a fist. And then spread your fingers wide, make a fist. Inhale, spread them wide. Exhale, make a fist. And then let's just rotate the wrist because we just did a lot with our wrist. Inhale, exhale, breathing in, exhaling out. Nice work. And then on your next breath, let's come right back into our tabletop. We'll throw in a cat-cow. Breathing in for cow, exhaling for cat. And then coming to neutral. We're going to do another little exercise in our table. We're going to reach out the right hand, reach back the left foot, and then we're going to connect the elbow with the knee. So we're going to inhale, touch, exhale, reach out. Inhale, touch, exhale, reach out. One more, inhale, touch, exhale, reach out, and we're going to turn this into balance. So stay right here. If you want a little bit more, reach back behind and grab that foot, lift it to the ceiling, gaze towards the mat, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just the right hand's going to come down. We're going to flatten that foot and work our glutes, lifting the foot up towards the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lower that knee down and take some deep hip circles, reaching the hips back towards the heels. Go around about 3 times with your breath, breathing in, exhaling out through your nose. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to reverse those circles, breathing in, exhaling out. Inhale, exhale. Go around one more time. And then on your next breath, we'll meet up in our neutral position. Let's go ahead and just go straight to it. So in your next breath, go ahead and reach out the left hand, reach back the right foot. And then inhale, touch the elbow to the knee. Exhale, straight out again. Inhale, touch. Exhale, out. Inhale, touch. Exhale out. Let's do our balance. Stay right here. If you want a little more, reach back behind, grab that foot, lift it up towards the ceiling, gaze to the floor, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then just the palm comes down. Let's flatten that foot. Lift it up for the ceiling, towards the ceiling for our glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's take a cat-cow. Breathing in for cow. Exhale for cat. Let's do one more. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, if we do have a blanket, let's go ahead and place that aside. If we've folded our mat, let's go ahead and bring it back because we're going to do a little bit of warrior work. We want to make sure that we're safe with that. So we'll come back into a tabletop. We won't stay here. We'll go ahead and bring our knees wide outside our mat, big toes to touch. We're going to come into a little child's pose. So let's go ahead and sink the hips back, reach the hands forward. See how far you can come down. Maybe the elbows can come down. Maybe you can get your forehead down. And then we're going to go for a little walk. So on your next breath, We're going to walk our hands all the way to the right side. Maybe they'll come off your mat, and then take the left hand, place it right on top of the right, press down a little bit deeper. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Breath travels up the spine. Breath travels down the spine. One more breath here. And then releasing that, let's walk our hands all the way to the left side. Maybe they come off the mat, and maybe that right hand comes on top of the left. Real nice stretch here. Breathing in. Exhale out. Deep breath in. Even deeper breath out. One more breath. And then releasing this, let's come back to our neutral child's, and just maybe work your fingers up to the top of the mat, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. And next breath, let's slide the hands all the way towards our body, come up onto our knees, bring them underneath our hips, and we're back into our tabletop, but we're not going to stay here. So go ahead and check your fingertips, make sure they're making little indentations in your mat to keep your wrists safe. And then we're going to tuck the toes, and we're going to lift the knees, and then we're going to lift all the way up, our hips all the way up. And let's go ahead and begin to pedal out our feet here. Let your head just hang in your down dog position. Hearing your breath, breathing in, exhaling out. Nice big breath in, nice big breath out. And then on your next breath, let's go ahead and raise the right leg. Reach it up nice and high, holding this 3-legged dog. And then on your next breath, we're going to go ahead and bend that knee, keep the hips square, and draw it through, and try to place your foot in between your hands. Now, if it doesn't want to get there, you can take your right hand and just give it a little help. And then we're going to just come on up into what's called a warrior one. Squaring our hips right over our shoulders, right over our hips, bending. And then on your next breath, we're going to go ahead and take this into a little warrior two. Take your gaze right through your fingertips. Nice bend in the knee. Beautiful. And then on your next breath, we're going to straighten that front leg and cartwheel down. It sounds hard, but it's not, into a triangle. So take your gaze either to the floor if you're new to yoga. If you've done this many times, go ahead and take your gaze up to your thumb, on your left thumb. And let's hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And then we're slowly going to come right back up and bend that front knee, and we're right back into warrior two. Next breath, we're going to rotate at the waist. Take your hands, press them down into the mat, and send that right leg back to meet the left, and you're right back in your down dog. Gazing at the back wall, pressing those fingertips into the mat. Now, if you need to take a child's pose, if you want to just come on down and take a little break, that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, let's stay in our down dog and just pedal out. And know that if at any time you need to get a little drink of water, take a break, that's perfectly fine to do. All right, so on your next breath, let's take care of that left side. Go ahead and raise that left leg, bend the knee. We're coming into our warrior, and I'm going to turn this way, warrior on our left side, warrior one. Take your gaze right in front of you, gazing, bending that knee. And then on your next breath, we're going to come right into a warrior two. Take your gaze right in between your fingertips, nice bend in the knee. This is a nice calming pose, holding this. And the next breath, we're going to straighten that front leg. Take a little cartwheel down. Take your gaze either to your mat or maybe even challenge your balance and look up towards your right thumb, holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're slowly going to come up, back into warrior two. Take your gaze right in front. And then we're going to rotate at the waist, press down. And we're going to do something a little different. We're going to rotate the toes and bend the right leg and send the right leg forward so that you're at the top of your mat. And we're going to turn this into a little ragdoll. So you can bend the knees, especially if your hamstrings are a little tight. Let your arms just dangle. Let your gaze just dangle. And there's lots of nice things you can do in ragdoll. You can clasp your hands together, bring them to the back of your skull. Press the bones of the thumb into your neck. Give yourself a little head massage. Maybe even squeeze the skull with the backs of your, or the palms, the low palms. Another nice thing you can do is interlace the hands here and just rock side to side. Let your head hang. Maybe even shake your head yes here. Shake your head no. Or you can just let the arms dangle. Maybe draw the chest down towards the knees. Hear your breath. Breathing in, exhaling out. And then very slowly, we're going to begin to rise up. One vertebra at a time. Slowly. The head is the last thing to come up because we don't want to get dizzy. And once our head is up, we're going to bring our feet about hip distance. And then we're going to raise all 10 toes. Maybe even wiggle your toes. Raise them and lift them up. Press all 4 corners into the mat. Let's sweep our arms up towards the ceiling. Reach. Really pull those arms in towards the ears. And then we're going to exhale, take a Tadasana. Now, this is a hard move here. We're going to bring the shoulders up towards the ears, roll them back. We're going to squeeze the face, maybe even close the eyes, squeeze the arms so much so that you feel the backs, the triceps, the backs of the arms. Squeeze the belly button in towards the spine. Lift the kneecaps, and then your thigh muscles are going to turn on. Your toes are still lifted, which helps the calf muscles. And really squeeze so hard that maybe your body shakes a little bit. It's hard work. Keep squeezing, keep breathing in, exhaling out, squeezing. It's hard work. You can do this. And then exhale, let it all out. Woo, how do your arms feel? Nice. We're going to do a little bit of balance now. So you can either stay on your mat. If you're on carpet, I would recommend coming off of the mat because it's hard to balance on soft surfaces. I recommend going to a wall or a piece of furniture that you can hold on to, especially if you're new to yoga. So let's go ahead and start. This is a fun part of our practice. So we're going to go ahead and bring our feet once again about hip distance. Let's sweep our arms up towards the ceiling. Lift all 10 toes. And then exhale into Tadasana, but we won't turn it on this time. And then we're going to rock all of our weight onto our left side. Take our hands, put them on our waist, or make sure you're holding onto something, and then just slide the toes over on the right side. We do this frequently, almost each week. Balance is so important. So let's go ahead and begin. We're just going to tap our toes. Tap for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to lift the knees, straighten the toes, and we're going to lift the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little flow going on. We're going to straighten the leg. Hold on and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. Leg is getting tired, but we can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to take a figure 4. We're going to bend that standing leg, the left leg, and sit cross-legged. Press our palms together. If you're leaning up against a wall, that's great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're almost done. We're going to turn this into a tree pose. So just coming into a tree, avoiding the knee area, taking your time, pressing the palms together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Great work. Now, if you stepped down at any time during that little flow, that is okay, especially if you're starting out. It takes time to balance. You're going to be amazed if you keep doing this, how it's going to become easier and more fun. So let's go ahead and bring our feet again about hip distance. Lift all 10 toes and sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the belly button in towards the spine. And then exhale into Tadasana, but we won't turn it on. Let's go ahead and rotate all of our weight over onto the right side. Take our hands, place them on our hips, and slide the left foot over. And let's begin to tap. Tap for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift the knees, straighten the toes. Lift 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, straighten the leg, lift the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to bend that standing leg just a little bit and set up our figure 4. Read the newspaper, as we sometimes call it. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come up and bend that knee, and we're going to go straight into a tree pose on this side. Just avoid the knee area. Maybe it's a low tree. And reach your arms up. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful work. Nice, nice job. Let's go ahead and come back to our mats if we came off of them, and just come up to the very top part of your mat, almost as though it's a diving board. Come up to the top, and then just bring your feet about hip distance. And we're going to once again just raise those toes up, lift all 10 toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Reach, 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 squeeze the arms into the ears. Exhale, take a little fold. Put a little bend into the knees and let your head just hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Look how flat the back is. You could put a glass of water and it wouldn't spill. And then exhale, let's take another little fold and bend our knees. Let the head just hang. And then on your next breath, let's come into a chair pose. Chair pose is kind of an intense pose. We're sitting down with our hips, really reaching the hips down towards the ground as though we're going to sit in a little chair. Let's go ahead and cactus the arms here, holding this. Maybe even come up on your toes if you like, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little fold. Nice work. Hold this, hear your breath. Heart rate came up, and then inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Beautiful. And then on your exhale, we're coming back down onto our mat into a table pose, but we're not going to stay in our table pose. We're going to actually take a little puppy dog pose. So we're going to walk our hands forward one space, and then walk our hands forward another little space, and then maybe slide the hands and just press the head into the mat. Taking a nice breath, breathing in, exhaling out, lifting those hips. And let's twist this. Let's go ahead on our next breath and reach up with our right arm towards the ceiling. And we're going to thread it through. This is thread the needle. And we're going to press our right ear into the mat. And you have a couple of options here. You can stay right here, or you can take that left hand and just wrap it behind your back. Notice if your hip is trying to draw itself towards the left side. It's very common. And if it is, just draw your spine towards that center line of your mat. Just gently be mindful and draw the spine straight. Let's hold this for a breath. Breathing in, exhaling out. One more breath here, breathing in, exhaling out. And then let's release this, coming back into our neutral puppy dog. And while you're in neutral, maybe you even roll your forehead onto your mat a little side to side. And then let's take a little thread the needle on the other side. When you're ready, go ahead and reach that left arm up. Just thread it underneath the right and press that left ear into the mat. Same thing. If you want to wrap your right arm behind you, that's perfectly fine. Just be mindful if that hip wants to go to the right side. And if it does, just draw it back very gently. Holding this, hearing your breath in the back of your throat. One more breath. And then let's go ahead and release this. And let's go ahead and bring the right hand up and the left hand up towards you. So you are in a tabletop. Now we're in a tabletop, but we're not going to stay. So your knees will not be in this position for very long. We're going to come into a little pigeon pose. And we're going to come into it from tabletop. Now, if you want to come into it from a down dog, you can do that. I'm going to show you an alternative if pigeon isn't for you. But for right now, I'm just going to show you from here how to get there. So on your next breath from your little tabletop, you're just going to draw your right knee in towards your right wrist and then heel toe your foot on the right side towards that left side of the mat, and then just sit back and you're in a pigeon pose. Option 2, come on down. Now, I will tell you, pigeon isn't for everybody. So if this doesn't feel good to you, I'm going to show you how to take it from your back. So those of you that are in pigeon, go ahead and go to it. Those of you that want to try it from your back, just come down gently onto your elbows and then onto your back and raise the right leg up. And maybe lift the head up just for a moment. Take that left leg, bend the knee, and place that ankle just right above the right knee. And then take your hands, draw them through, and pull that right leg towards you. And this is also a pigeon. If this is still uncomfortable, go ahead and bend that outside knee. So wherever you are, whichever pigeon you decide to choose, I'm going to go ahead and demo the traditional one. Let's just stay here and hold it. Hold it for maybe 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And if you're on your back, you can go ahead and stay there and just make some little gentle rock side to side. If you're in traditional, you can sit up. We're just going to go straight to our pigeon on the left side. So on your next breath from down dog, we'll just go straight to it. We'll just inhale that knee towards that left wrist and then reach that leg back. Come on down and enjoy your traditional pigeon. If you are on your back, you're just going to reverse legs. You're just going to maybe bring both the knees down, squeeze them in towards your chest, and then reach the left leg up. Take that right leg, place it over the ankle over that knee, and reach your arms through. Draw that leg in and just rock side to side, maybe even bend that outside leg. Just enjoy this. Hear your breath. Take this time to hear your breath. Breathing in, exhaling out. Let's stay here for one more breath. Breathing in, exhaling out. And then wherever you are, whichever pigeon, I'm going to come back to our traditional pigeon, wherever you are, let's go ahead and press up. And we're going to meet up in an easy pose. And I'm giving multiple instructions today because we have a variety. We have a large group, which I love, and we have a variety of levels, some beginners, some experienced. So I appreciate your patience with me showing you different ways to do these poses. So we'll go ahead and we'll meet up in our comfortable seated position, and we're going to do a little bit of work here. So let's sit up nice and tall. Let's take our shoulders, reach them up towards our ears, roll them back, squeeze those shoulder blades together towards that back wall. Hear your breath. Let's check in with that. Breathing in, hearing it in the back of our throat. Exhale through your nose. And then on your next breath, we're going to go ahead and just stretch the arms out towards the side walls. Really reach, 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 reach. And then we're just going to move the rib cage. Move the rib cage to the right, and then move the rib cage to the left. Move the rib cage to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. One more. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. And then we're going to take our right hand and reach it to touch our left shoulder blade. We're going to take our left hand, reach it around behind us, and see if we can't walk our fingers to meet. They may not meet, and that's okay. And then we're going to take our elbows and really draw them towards that back wall. Breathing in, exhaling out, inhale, exhale, and then both arms come out to the side. And let's once again work our rib cage. Let's work our rib cage to the left. Inhale, and then exhale to the right. Try to keep your sit bones on the mat. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right, just the rib cage. One more. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right, and then the right hand reaches back behind, touches that left shoulder, and we reverse our side. Walk the fingers, see if maybe they can reach. I think actually it's on the other side. Left hand is reaching back and the right hand's reaching around. Whichever side you started, make sure you do the opposite side. And breathing in, exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. And then let's just bring our hands to our knees and roll the shoulders. Roll them back, hearing the breath. And then reverse those shoulders. Breathing in, exhaling out. And then we're going to take care of our necks. This is one of the most favorite things that we do. We hold so much tension, so much strain in our necks. We sit a lot during this time. And let's go ahead and take care of that. So before we actually move our necks, let's look to the right side. Just look to the right wall. And then drop the chin down to your chest. Look to the left wall. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Already feeling a little bit of relaxation. And then think of the belly button and just pull that belly button in towards your spine as much as you can. Posture. Sit up with a tall spine. Think of that little string holding your crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And let's go ahead and take the right hand. Reach it all the way across our head. Find that left ear. And then we're just going to draw that right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe you close your eyes here. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Oh, feeling so much relaxation come over you. Breathing in. Exhale out, letting go of all the noise, all the tension, all the frustrations and worries. And then with that same hand, go ahead and slide it down to the back of your skull. And then we're just going to draw our nose to our right armpit. Go ahead and open your eyes here and try to see the back of your mat. Draw the chin down towards your armpit. And oh, you may feel something up and down your spine. Just letting go of more tension, relaxing deeper with your breath. And then let's release that. Let's go ahead and look up towards the sky or the ceiling, and then draw the chin down towards your chest. Look at your feet. Inhale up towards the ceiling or sky. Exhale down towards your feet. Let's do one more. Inhale, look up. Exhale down towards your feet. And then let's take care of that left side. Let's go ahead and raise the left hand. Reach it all the way across. Find that right ear. Close your eyes and draw that left ear to your left shoulder. Hear your breath in the back of your throat. Feel the neck bands softening, releasing. Feeling your whole body just relaxing and letting go of all the strain. And then releasing that, slide that same hand down to the back of your skull and just draw your nose to your left armpit. Open your eyes, see the back of your mat. Feel that little tingle up and down your spine. Draw your chin a little closer to your armpit. Hear your breath in the back of your throat. Really feeling nice relaxation happening here. Breathing in, exhale out. Beautiful. and release. Let's go ahead and take a little forward fold. Let's bring both feet out in front of us, nice and long. And you can press your palms together. This is really nice for core work. And we're going to work our toes. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does help our calf muscles and our thigh muscles. So we're going to stretch our toes towards the front wall, and then we're going to draw our toes towards our forehead. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, draw the toes towards your body. Inhale, point. Exhale, draw the toes towards your forehead. Inhale, point. Exhale, draw the toes towards your forehead. And then I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me better. We're going to make our way down to our back. And this is also some core work. So we're going to make sure we have our little strap. Take it with us because we're going to use it once we're down on our back. And then go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands on either side of you, thumbs facing the sky or the ceiling. And we're going to slowly come back. Maybe we stop and slowly come back all the way till you get to the mat. Now, this is not easy if you have injuries, so there is an alternative. If that is hard on your low back, let's come into a fish pose instead. Let's just come onto your elbow on the right side. Then take the hand on the left and place it down and come onto your elbow on the left side. And then just slowly make your way down onto your back. Either way. And once you get there, let's go ahead and just draw both feet up and press the feet into the mat and really press the low back into the mat and just windshield wipe the legs side to side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll come into neutral and send just the left leg down the mat. So we're going to just slide that left foot down the mat. Find your strap. And let's open up our strap. Allow for about 2 feet of strap. And just hold it over about your chest area. And then lift the head just a little bit. Bend the knee and place the foot into the strap and reach that right leg up. Gather the strap and take all the excess strap and just put it over to the right side. And then you could let your left hand just rest. It can just come to the side of you. Let's give that right leg a little pull. Pull it towards your body and maybe even draw your toes towards your forehead. You're going to feel a nice intense stretch up and down that sciatica nerve. So good for you. So let's try this. Let's point the toes and then draw the toes towards the forehead. Feel the difference. Very nice. And then we're going to do a little flow here. You can go ahead and relax your head. And on your next breath, go ahead and let that leg on the right side come to the right side of the floor. And then inhale, draw that leg up using your strap and then switch hands. Take the left hand, let the right hand drop to the side and bring the leg across the body. The hip will come off the mat on the right side. Inhale, leg comes up, switch hands. Exhale, leg comes to the side. Inhale, leg comes up, switch hands. Exhale, leg comes to the left. One more. Inhale, leg comes up, switch hands. Exhale, leg comes to the right. Inhale, leg comes up. Go ahead and bend that knee, release that strap. Send that right leg down and let's do the left side. Let's go ahead and press the left foot in, bend that knee, place your strap right in between that foot, straighten that left leg, give it a little light tug towards the body and bring those toes towards your forehead. And let's let the right hand rest for a bit. On your next breath, go ahead and bring that left leg to the left side. And then inhale, leg comes up straight, switch hands. Exhale, leg comes across the body, hip comes off the mat on the left side. Inhale, leg comes up, switch hands. Exhale, leg comes to the left. Inhale, leg comes up, switch hands. Exhale, leg comes to the left. One more. Inhale, leg comes up, switch hands. Exhale, leg comes to the left. And inhale, leg comes up. Go ahead and release that strap And let's bend both knees. You can place the strap off to the side. And let's go ahead and reach our hands and grab our knees and just draw them in towards our chest. Let's rotate our ankles here. Just rotate them, hearing your breath. Inhale, exhale, and then reverse your rotations of your ankles. And let's just squeeze our knees into our chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make some little rocks side to side. And on your next breath, let's turn this into a happy baby, bending the knees, grabbing the outside edges of our feet and rocking side to side. This is something that should feel really nice, pressing that low back into the mat. And then on your next breath, we're going to bring our knees just to hover right over our hips and bring our arms out into a T. This is called Supine Twist. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And this time we're going to take a lion's breath out. Just let it out through your mouth. Let's do that again, but we're going to do something also different. So take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, let those knees come to the right side. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. Supine twist. If you want to extend that left leg over the bent right knee, you can do that. Close your eyes here if you like. Breathe in. Exhale out. Breathing in fresh, beautiful air. Exhaling stale air. And then on your next breath, go ahead and bring your knees to hover right over your hips. Let's do another lion's breath. Deep breath in. Even deeper lion's breath out. Don't be afraid to be loud. It's okay. And then take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Let those knees fall to the left. Take your gaze over your right shoulder. Extend that outside leg if you did it on the right side, and just enjoy. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Deep breath in. One more deeper breath out. And then slowly let's come back. Come back to you, just allowing your knees to hover right over your hips. And we're going to press the soles of the feet together. We're going to draw the arms in. Palms are facing the ceiling. And this is also a little core work. Press the soles of the feet together and just slowly, 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 as though you're working against water. Bring those feet down to your mat. Maybe you even stop where it's uncomfortable. And then bring those feet all the way down. Once they reach the mat, just relax the thighs. Maybe even take the hands and just press the fingertips into the thighs. Press that low back into the mat. Lots to think about. And then we're going to set up for our Shavasana. We're going to go ahead and bring the right leg out wide. And then we're going to bring the left leg out wide. We're going to take our palms and just rest them, the hands, and rest the palms. So the palms are facing the ceiling or the sky. The hands are just resting on your mat. And then we're just going to rotate the neck side to side, getting rid of any leftover kinks that we didn't get rid of earlier. In that place where we store all of our anxiety and our worries and our frustrations. Letting it go. We don't need it. Leaving it behind on our mat. And then bringing our head just to a stillness. Let's go ahead and squeeze our shoulder blades a little deeper underneath us so that the shoulders actually come into our mat, pressing into our mat a little bit more. Now, what you may find is that your low back has lifted up, that arch has returned. If that's the case, let's just be mindful and press that arch into the mat. And then we're just going to turn on relaxation. Close the eyes. Relax through the crown of the head, that little space right between your eyebrows. Just imagine a thumb pressing right into that space, ironing out all the frustration, all those little lines that crease right in that spot. If your tongue is stuck to the roof of your mouth, just let it drop right into the lower palate. If your jaw feels tense or you've clenched your teeth, just slowly move your jawbone side to side, very gently. And then just begin to melt into your mat, melting the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the tips of the fingers, moving on down to your chest, feeling your breath as it rises and falls, down to your trunk area, the hip girdle where we hold so many emotions. Just let that melt. Melt right into your mat. Melt your thighs, your knees, release any residual tension you might be holding there. Melt the calves into your mat. Relax all the way to the tops of the feet, the bottoms of the feet, your toes. Close your eyes. And with your breath, try to stay in stillness and try to stay for about 10 breaths. And very slowly, very, very gently begin to awaken your body, just wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, maybe making little fists with your hands and rotating those wrists, maybe drawing your knees into your chest, windshield wiping them side to side, rotating your ankles a little bit, maybe even taking a little happy baby. Anything that awakens the body, that makes you feel awakened and refreshed and renewed and restored. And continue these movements for another breath, breathing in, exhaling out. And then on your next breath, I'm going to ask you to come back to Shavasana. Just bring your feet into that relaxed position. We're going to reach over our head. So we're laying down and we're pointing our toes towards the front wall, and we're going to sweep our arms up over our head, reach towards that wall behind us. And we're going to turn everything on just like we did in Tadasana. We're going to squeeze our arms, squeeze them in towards your ears, squeeze your face. Squeeze your belly button in towards your spine. Lift the kneecaps, squeezing your thighs. Point the toes even harder. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Really, really, really reach. Working, working, working. Maybe the body is shaking a little bit. And then on your next breath, go ahead and relax and just draw your arms into your body's side. Take a deep breath in. Take an even deeper breath out. Feels so good. And then on your next breath, we're going to roll over to our right side. Almost in a little fetal position. You can make a little pillow with your head and just rest your head on that. You can draw your knees up towards your chest. And we're going to just stay here for 3 breaths. You can keep your eyes closed. Breathing in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Even a deeper breath out. One more breath here. And then very gently, taking your time, we're going to press ourselves back up into that seated, comfortable position, the way that we started out this morning. And I should say, if this isn't a comfortable pose for you and you would rather sit with your legs out in front of you, that's fine. or if you want to sit on your shins, if that's more comfortable, any seated position that feels good to you. And once we're all here in our nice seated position, let's take our shoulders, reach them up towards our ears, roll them back, opening that space in our chest, collarbone region. Take our fingertips and just lightly press them into the mat. And let's flip our hands so the palms are facing the ceiling. Squeeze the belly button in towards the spine and sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. Palms meet. Exhale. Draw the palms down to heart center. Let's take care of our wrists here. Let's dial the fingertips down and look at our veins. Pinkies are reaching towards your body. Pinky fingers, they're just reaching towards your body. This is really helping with the computer work and cell phone work we do, carpal tunnel syndrome, all kinds of things with our wrists. And then we're going to dial those fingertips right back up, separate the hands, press them into the floor or mat, and take one more little final fold, thinking of our low back, thinking of that sacrum area, that very, very sensitive spot of our low back. And then slowly, slowly come back up. You can place your hands on your knees or back to heart center, whatever you would like to do. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. Welcome, newcomers. Welcome back to those of you that have been so loyal and faithful. I love seeing you each Wednesday. Have a wonderful rest of your week and just stay joyful and peaceful. Namaste.